Every individual embarks on a unique journey through life, and there inevitably comes a pivotal moment in this voyage when simply being chosen or acknowledged is no longer sufficient. Deep down, you recognize that you were not put on this earth to serve as a backup plan, a second choice, or a mere spectator in someone else's narrative. Rather, you were born to be celebrated, to emerge as a center of gravity in your own right, not through ostentation or arrogance, but via a profound and unwavering self-definition. For too long, you may have felt compelled to live according to the expectations imposed by others, striving to be agreeable and acceptable enough to fit seamlessly into their desires. However, the time has arrived for you to abandon the diluted version of yourself and to reclaim your original irreplaceable essence. This transformation isn't about clamoring for attention. It's about recognizing and embodying the unique energy you possess, which the world yearns for, an intrinsic worth that transcends material wealth. True luxury is not measured by what is in your bank account or the price tag attached to your belongings. It resides in the vibrant energy you emit through your very presence. Like a diamond, which does not shout for attention but radiates brilliance, it's your silent luminosity that draws others in. Today, I invite you to embark on the initial steps of this transformative journey. A journey guided by insights from psychology, mythology, and the profound truths embedded in our lives. It's time to cast aside the notion of living as an option and to emerge as a high-value symbol of authenticity. Within every human being lies a deep-seated desire not just to exist, but to inhabit a space filled with meaning and significance. Beyond the mirror that reflects your external appearance lies an identity yet to be identified, a facet of yourself that has remained untouched, waiting for your acknowledgement and reverence. This identity is not constructed from ego or ambition. Rather, it is woven from your unique story, symbols, and soul. It does not converse in the languages of trends, titles, or accolades, but speaks through the energetic flow that emanates from your gaze, your gestures, and your quiet moments of stillness. This silent energy is your archetype, the primal symbol that shapes who you are at your core. We are not born in a void. We come into this world enveloped in a myth, not a tale etched in pages, but one intricately linked to our very being. Some are born to be lovers, those who perceive beauty in places where others see mere tools. Some arise as warriors, undeterred even when life seems to crush all hope. Others become alchemists, capable of transforming pain into profound wisdom. Still, others are kings, not leading through domination, but by the magnetic gravity of their inner world. These are not mere roles to perform. They are truths to be experienced fully. Yet, many people traverse life unaware that they are living someone else's script. They adopt pieces of identity from family, society, or fear, donning imposed roles only to feel invisible, forgettable, and easily replaceable. If you aspire to transcend being merely an option, your journey begins with an act of unparalleled bravery, the act of remembering yourself. Ask yourself without hesitation, who am I in the absence of my name? When loneliness envelops you, what energy do you embody? When do you feel the most authentic, the most empowered, and the most unmistakable? This inquiry isn't a matter of preferences. It is a quest for presence. The energy that persists once you strip away all defenses is your soul's signature, the essence from which your archetype springs. Consider the story of Eliza, an interior designer. While she was undeniably talented and hardworking, she remained largely forgettable. Her clients appreciated her work, but her name often faded into the background. Everything changed for Eliza one day in Florence. Standing before the statue of the muse of dance, Terpsichora, she felt a profound tremor within her, a deep awakening. In that moment, she understood that she was not merely someone tasked with arranging spaces. She was the muse herself, the spark that uncovered hidden beauty. From that day forward, Eliza reframed her self-narrative. She no longer positioned herself as a budget option, no longer chased an indistinguishable market crowded with similar portfolios. Instead, she began to communicate through the language of inspiration. Her brand, her presence, her words, her value, all experienced a radical transformation. This was not about trying to become someone else. It was about rediscovering her true self. As a result, she no longer merely offered a service. She facilitated energetic transformation. Dramatic shifts unfolded, not just in her clients or her income, but within herself. This is not simply a tale of personal branding. It is a profound exploration of identity. You cannot expect others to revere you if you have ignored and neglected the sacredness within yourself. In truth, people are drawn not by features, but by feelings, and those feelings must originate from within you. Let us be candid. Identifying your archetype is not a gentle process. It is a journey that requires burning away the facade of false identities you've painstakingly constructed over the years. It demands an unfiltered, unapologetic examination of yourself, free from the need for acceptance. It compels you to ask, what truth am I destined to live fully, even if the world has yet to comprehend it? The reward for such courage is priceless. When you identify your archetype, your energy sharpens, and in a world cluttered with ambiguity, clarity becomes a rare luxury. The king does not need to prove his worth, he merely exists. The alchemist does not need to explain himself. He transforms, allowing others to feel the impact of his work. The lover does not chase after affection. He becomes a mirror, reflecting a sense of love and acceptance back to others. When you embody your archetype, everything aligns. Your boundaries become more distinct. Your presence emanates a magnetic quality. Your choices will no longer stem from anxiety, but instead will arise from a place of clarity. You cease to compete in the chaotic marketplace because you transform from being an option into a distinct identity. Yet, be prepared. Some may resist your transformation. They may accuse you of changing, of becoming too different or intense. Let them voice their opinions. This is merely the echo of an old world reluctant to let you step into your full potential. Do not shrink to accommodate someone else's insecurities. You were never meant to blend into the background. You were meant to reveal something rare, something they may not have realized they were longing for until you illuminated their path. So, begin this journey. Study yourself as you would a sacred text. Pay attention to the patterns that have shaped your existence, the moments that ignite a fire within you, the symbols that recur throughout your life. Perhaps you are a healer. Maybe you turn chaos into beauty. Perhaps you are the embodiment of peace that allows others to exhale. Whomever you recognize yourself to be, your journey begins with one fundamental action: remembering yourself. There comes a moment in life, whether anticipated or unexpected, that arrives like a calling you can no longer ignore. This calling does not announce itself audibly, but rather resonates quietly within you. manifesting through sleepless nights and the dissonance of feeling invisible in the midst of crowds. This is when you truly begin to sense it. Being chosen, accepted, or even needed loses its allure because deep down you know you were not destined to be just another option. You were born to be revered. The distinction between being chosen and being revered represents a significant turning point on your path of transformation. Living as merely an option, an afterthought, a backup plan, is akin to inhabiting a story where you play a supporting role. You may be present, but not central, remembered, but never essential. And someday you will gaze back, realizing you lived amidst the shadows of others. However, you have the power to choose differently. You can embrace your essence as a luxury, not in the superficial sense, but as a rare and invaluable treasure that distinguishes your true self. This journey is not one of arrogance. It is a quest for self-awareness. You do not need to shout, "Look at me," if your presence alone has the ability to still the room. Like a diamond, you don't seek attention. You simply shine in your true essence, drawing every gaze towards you. The core of luxury lies not in an advertised value, but in the energy you embody when you enter someone's life. It is this energy that you must learn to reignite, restore, and fully embody. Although life's hustle and bustle, societal molds, and inherited roles may compel you to conform and forget that quiet, profound essence, there is a deep yearning within us all to be truly seen. Not merely through others' eyes, but through a recognition that we hold intrinsic value, that our existence matters, and that we are here not just to occupy space, but to awaken something life-changing in the world. The cost of being agreeable is fading away within your own narrative. In rare moments, amidst the din of the everyday, you may feel a stirring from within, a self that has yet to be named, beyond ambition or ego, rooted in an elusive source of energy. It emerges in your simplicity, not in performance or provocation, but in the authenticity of your gaze, your breath, and your quiet yet influential presence. This is your core self, often referred to by Carl Jung as the archetype, the primal symbol at the heart of your identity. An archetype is not confined by trends or market dynamics. It exists within you, waiting patiently to be rediscovered. You do not need to shape yourself into someone new. Instead, your focus should be on reawakening who you have always been. To achieve this, you must peel away the layers of external influences, the labels others have imposed upon you, the expectations society has crafted, and the disguises you wore to blend in. You must journey inward to the quietest recesses of your mind, where you can listen to your authentic self without distractions from the outside world. Start observing your patterns. When do you feel most like yourself? When do you have an inherent ability to attract others without trying? When do you feel genuinely listened to, even without many words? Those seemingly small instances are hints and traces of your archetype resurfacing. It isn't loud or ostentatious. It flows quietly beneath the surface, powerful yet subtle, leaving an unforgettable impression on those around you. Importantly, do not confuse an archetype with mere personality or transient preferences. Personality fluctuates with environments, while preferences shift in response to experience. In contrast, your archetype is the enduring essence of who you are, the unshakable core that remains steadfast, even as everything else changes. Perhaps you can pivot between careers or adopt a new lifestyle, yet you'll still carry with you the indelible traces of your true self. that unmistakable archetype that defines you. Some who are deemed lovers don't simply embody romance. They perceive beauty in places where utility thrives. They inspire connection, infuse softness into interactions, and breathe life into emotions. They do not chase love. They are love itself. Warriors do not merely display overt strength. They rise each time they fall, their resilience felt in silence, declaring strength through action rather than words. Their journey is one where failure is never final. Some become magicians, individuals capable of not only healing the pain of others, but also elevating it into understanding, compassion, and enlightenment. They do not recoil from darkness. Rather, they embrace it, returning with the light of wisdom. As you delve deeper into yourself, you will uncover the truth of your archetype, the primal essence that has been lying dormant. Embrace this journey of rediscovery boldly. It is not merely about overcoming challenges or achieving goals. It is an awakening to your innate self, an honest reclamation of who you have always been underneath the expectations and roles layered upon you. When you honor and embody this transformative power, you will not just be an option, you will shine like a truly unique and precious gem, a living symbol of authenticity in a world that desperately needs it. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with more motivational content. Like, share, and comment to support our work and spread the message.